At the time we did the first garage sale, I really had no idea how it would grow. I felt very strongly about it because the whole beginning of it was a very moving process for me, and I talked about Matthew 25 with a lot of friends and a lot of family members, and they all said they thought it was a good idea and it could probably do well and that they would support it. So in the spring of 1989, we did a second garage sale. We made $2,000 on that one. And what we ended up doing, the same process, half of the money went overseas, half went to the Greater Boston Food Bank, and I retained, I think it was $125 or $135 in order to file an application with the Internal Revenue Service to get a 501c3 tax exempt status for Matthew 25. And at that point, I really wanted to do housing, but it was unclear to me how that was going to happen. I graduated from the Weston Jesuit School of Theology in May of 1989, and I had been approved to do a final year of studies in England. So I was working on a diploma of legal studies at Oxford in England from 1989 to 1990. And during that period, I got my assignment for my first assignment as a priest. And I was assigned to live at the Jesuit community at Holy Cross College in Worcester and teach at Holy Cross. So when I got settled into Worcester, I was back in my hometown. And I thought if I were ever going to do a house project, which was one of my hopes when I started Matthew 25, Worcester would be the place, because I had a lot of family and friends there and a lot of connections, and I thought this would be a good place for that to happen. So I had a small group from my board of directors, and I talked with them, and I said that I would like to start raising a discrete pool of money to do a house in Worcester, to rehabilitate an abandoned house. And they said, well, you've done pretty good with fundraising so far, so why don't you go ahead and we'll work with you on that. And I wrote a letter to my family and friends and got a couple of $1,000s at Christmas time. I wrote to my classmates from St. John's High School in Shrewsbury, got another couple of $1,000, and some students of mine helped me to do some outreach to Holy Cross graduates, and we got a lot of support from Holy Cross graduates as well. After 4 years, I had $40,000 in the bank.
And this is with the promise of someday finding
a house, and someday transforming that abandoned house into a really nice residence for families in need. And in 1994, that started to happen.